That's Trey.
And that's Goldie.
We're friends
From college.
Then Trey married my sister.
But unfortunately, we got divorced.
We don't talk about that.
Mostly because there's nothing to talk about.
It was all good.
Our friendship deepened while we were both employed at an event production consulting company,
We spent 280 plus days on the road.
which made us expert business travelers.
And expert best friends who always had one goal in mind.
To host a podcast together. And after people didn't like the first 6 shows, including one where we interviewed building contractors in the Upper Peninsula while they were working,
And one where we searched the country for the next great kid blues guitarist.
we realized we weren't making shows about our true passion.
We had to talk about the thing we know and love more than anything. Welcome to Business Trips.
Welcome to Business Trips. We're doing that kind of fast lately.
It seems like it's been coming out a little faster because we know that because the music is still going a little longer.
It used to line right up.
Do you think we should start to say that stuff a little slower?
I think I just, yeah, maybe that's a note just to like, hey, there's no rush,
Right.
in life.
That's true.
Hold on. Folks, I can't tell you how good it is to be here. I gotta open my sponsors. We got a great guest, but first a word from our sponsor. Shit, now I gotta go back over here to get the music.
Anything I could do, or
I think
Now we're good. Otherwise, I was gonna ask you to do that part. Now I
no
gotta
prob.
Go back to this. Okay. Business Trips is brought to you by AirFit Bungee. Goldie, I don't know about you, but the only workout I like anymore is aerial yoga.
Oh yeah.
That's why I love AirFit Bungee. They offer the latest in bungee fitness, bungee dance, aerial arts, and dynamic strength training through Fit Springs. I believe I can fly. You're going to be flying a foot off the ground as you swing around and get into the best shape of your life. Sign up for your class today and let's get you a swinging. A few tiny things. Please inform us of your height and weight before beginning the class. And please don't lie about it. We have a scale. Don't make us fact check you. LOL. Also,
Funny.
it's fun. Also, please don't bring glass bottles of water or unattended children to class. Please don't touch the mirrors. Please don't allow your children to touch the mirrors. They're glassless and fragile.
A lot of rules.
Glassless.
Yeah, how does that work?
Trust us, we love children. Many of the instructors have children, but please keep the kids away from the extremely fragile mirrors. Come get in shape and have fun at AirFit Bungee. You're going to like the way you look. Wait, I don't think they can use that.
I think that's someone else's.
Heard that before.
Was it unattended or unintended children?
Unattended.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you never want a kid to know that they're unintended.
No.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Well, I'd say we're over the moon to have our guest with us here today.
Stoked as hell.
Yeah, this is going to be
That's nice.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us.
I'm happy to be here, guys. Thanks. This is great. I haven't done a podcast before, and so this is all new to me. So,
Well,
yeah.
well, welcome.
Heza Hosa.
We'll hold your hand, if you will.
So to speak.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Trey can actually do, if you need it, actually held. So tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Well, of course. Well, that's the first thing you got to do is get the name, I guess. Stan Manham is my name, and the business I work for is a business that you wouldn't know the name of, but you probably have seen a lot of them, and those are tiny flags. So I'm a VP of sales for. Well, let me ask. Think of a tiny flag. Where would you see a tiny flag?
A sandwich?
I make them.
Wow.
Where
where
else? Where else? I was going to say a dessert, mostly on food, or
I did
you
sandwich.
did sandwich.
Those are teeny tiny flags.
Okay.
So
could just be a.
Oh.
I see.
So
like what, a parade? A parade?
Yeah. So what? Yeah. So the golf on the golf course. You know the pins.
Oh, pin flags.
You know.
Oh.
I often visit university colleges pools. You know for the over the pool for backstrokers.
Yes.
Those tiny. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
back of bicycles. I'm sure you got a cousin.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna have a bicycle. That's gonna have a tiny flag on the back of that sucker.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the president's car.
President's car too. Although
Right.
we haven't got that gig
That
yet.
account.
Yeah, that account. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's so interesting though because you said small flags, and immediately we went to.
You went to the food, and that's. Go ahead.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, that's often what happens, and that's the first thing, the first trouble I get into when I go to these conventions. They're like, where's the food? Where's it? And I'm like, those are teeny tiny flags, and we just started doing.
You guys,
those.
okay?
Yeah, we're traditionally it's just the tiny flags over the pool, the golf course, back of bicycles. There's parades, like you said.
Sure.
The teeny tiny ones on the food. I was like, son of a gun. We got to start that as well. So
Grand openings or sales,
correct,
at like a car dealership.
Correct, Amundi.
Yeah. Now, I assume these are foreign, and you sound American, but
let's not get political though.
Well, foreign, you mean just the idea of tiny flags?
No, the ones I was gonna ask about, the Nepali Mount Everest little prayer flags.
Yes. Well, those we try to get into those illegally, and we got caught.
You got busted.
We got busted.
Okay.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
We
What does that look like when you guys get busted?
You don't want to get busted at base camp of Mount Everest. Let me just tell you, because people put in a lot of money to get you there. You're bringing assistance. A lot of money was spent. And they're saying, you're going to go away with these prayer flags. Prayer flags are put up there. You can't just, bring them. You can't make them and put them there. We said we didn't know that. We didn't know you had to be Nepalese to do that. And so we got that was a long flight home.
Yeah.
Probably a couple, right? Where are you guys based out of? Where do you guys make your stuff?
Well, I'm the VP of sales. So we have a couple of manufacturing facilities. I know that we have one down in Pompano Beach, Florida, and then we got another one near El Paso. But we never really go above the Mason-Dixon line. Don't ask me why.
Right.
Grandfather's company, not mine.
Okay.
I wasn't smart enough to run it. So they put me in front of, sell those things. Go around the country. There's plenty of pools. There's plenty of golf courses.
Well, you've got charm. I feel like people, if you have charm, you don't need smarts.
That's what I said. That's what I said. And everyone agreed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And who else is part of that? So it's been a family business going all the way back, it sounds like, to World War II? Or?
Yeah. The first tiny flags were going up.
War.
Well, I guess you're right. I don't know if we didn't obviously have the trademark back then, but, after the post World War II, I think that's when you really started to see the parades. You really started to see the golf courses. Suburbia exploded. People were moving out of the cities. You were going to all sorts of places where you were going to see tiny flags, and that's where Dick Manham, my great-grandfather, grandfather came in. Yeah.
I bet there's tiny flags. I might look it up. We don't always do this, but I might look this up on the internet right now.
Oh, no
I
kidding.
bet there's tiny flags in that sailor kissing the lady, the wars.
There might be, and my grandfather Dick was born in Jersey. He might have been at that famous picture. I don't know if he was in the picture.
Is he kissing?
I don't know. I can't say. I wish. Oh, the stories he'd have.
Yes.
Yeah.
No flags, but a good kiss, regardless.
One of the most famous kisses.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Which I guess would bring me to.
What are the other 9?
Right.
Sure.
Well,
that's a good question.
Is that for you or for us to do, or do you want Stan to?
I thought we could do it real fast, but then I want to get back to what you were really going to say.
I guess Ross and Rachel's probably.
Yeah, Ross and Rachel.
That's a good one.
Jesus
That's
Judas.
I'm going to have to say Lady and the Tramp kiss. Who doesn't love a good spaghetti kiss?
That is a great kiss.
Yeah. Kimp's the kiss.
Kimpf. What's Kimpf again?
He's the painter who did, Kimpf.
Oh, Kimpf. Well, again, back to the smarts. That's not my department.
Well,
I didn't realize I was with the new Picassos right here.
Yeah. Well, now you are smart.
Yeah.
That.
Well,
so you get out there, and a sales trip looks like what? Take us through.
Well, all right.
Because it's a convention a lot of times.
A lot of times it's a convention. And I went down near my hometown, near Pompano Beach in Fort Lauderdale, is where the Swimming Hall of Fame is. So they had a convention there, and I saddled up to the runners of the creators of the convention there, and I said, listen, can I get in on this? They're like, oh, yeah, sure. What do you sell? I'm like, why don't you take a look over that pool there? Okay, why don't you look up?
Yeah.
Okay? We were outside. We had look up and
don't look just at the pool.
Yeah, look up.
Yeah.
And look up and like, what am I looking at? I'm like, you're looking at something that I made and my grandfather made, those tiny flags. And so if you guys are going to have a convention with these new pools that you guys are building, please let me be a part of it. So, I saddled up. I went in there, stayed at, I think it was the Embassy. I don't know where it was.
Sure.
But
we love Embassy.
Embassy was
beautiful,
great. And so I'll go in early. I'll arrive early, even though check-in's around 2. I'll arrive there early just to check all the exits, just to make sure I know the layout of the land, because I suffered a trauma when I was a teenager where I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
My parents forgot me at a hotel.
Oh no!
And so I was kind of stuck there trying to find my way out, and I couldn't. I just running fire exits and
couldn't get out.
I just couldn't.
You wanted to get out to see if your parents were still in the parking lot?
Yeah, I just wanted to get out of there.
So they probably weren't. Had they left the property, or it's okay if you don't want to.
They did. They did turn back. It was one of these things where I thought you had him. No, I thought you had him. And they turned around. It was only 5 minutes, but it was might have been 50 years of hell. Trying to get out of there. So anyway, I mean, I don't want to.
No, yeah.
I'm back. Hey, Stan. You're the Manham. You're back. So anyway, I'll check the exits early just for that reason. Then once I'm there, I'll kick back and relax a little bit. Once I know where the exits are.
I can understand.
Now you want to be able to get out, even if it's not.
Childhood trauma does affect us throughout our lives. I feel like we're always kind of trying to work through that stuff.
Yeah.
It was always you.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
That's another good kiss, Pacino.
That's a great one.
That's a classic.
And
one.
in Scent of a Woman, I think he's blind, and I think he kisses.
That's right.
That kid.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Is there a kiss in First Blood?
There should be.
Yeah, I think it's probably got. In fact, I think he kisses the woman and then she gets shot right after. I think I just saw.
I think so.
I think we've got 7 of the top 10 already.
Let me just say,
if really magical kiss in First Blood.
If there's not, there should be. But I think I'm pretty sure there is, like you said, when he kissed the woman and she gets shot.
Shot to hell. She's riddled with bullets. But I think they
like,
kissed.
No!
Yeah.
He runs off, and that's when he runs off into the woods. He's escaping from the station. He kisses the woman, and then they takes her out.
Yeah. First Blood's got a good one. I can't remember if what's the most recent one? Is it Last Blood?
Final Blood, I think.
Yeah,
Final
Blood has a pretty good kiss.
Last Drop.
Top 20.
So you're out there. People are saying, well, how much can a little plastic string and flag sell for?
Fair question, and and the answer is not that much.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's reasonable. We go about. It depends on the type of nylon you're using and the colors of the flag. And I'm talking strictly about the ones over the pool. But we sell for about $10 a yard. So it is a little pricey, but it depends on if it's Olympic size pool. We do give you a deal if there's like a couple of pools at the facility. Sometimes they have longer ones. There's a diving pool. Well, you don't use the flags for that too much. We did use that one time, and that didn't end well. We put the flags up right in front of the board, the diving board, and that didn't work out.
That's not going to be. But why even have them down the lanes? And I don't want to poke too many holes here, but
sure,
if there's also little buoys saying where the lane is,
poke those holes.
Who's?
So let me ask you something, Trey. When you do backstroke, where are you looking?
Up.
Yeah. So those backstrokers, unless they're a flounder and they got eyes on the side of their head, they're not going to see the.
And they're going to be disqualified.
And they're going to be disqualified if they have eyes on the side of their head. Where a lot of things are going to happen if they have eyes on the side of their head.
Right.
Yeah.
Some may be pretty good things. You can.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But we digress. But if you're backstroking, you're looking up there, and you need to know how many strokes before you hit that wall.
Yes.
Right.
You know.
Was one of the good things like looking at boobs, but they don't know you're looking at them? Or
Say again. Well, like
when you have eyes on the side of your head. Is that
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that would be one of the things, although that's going to get you in some legal trouble. It might in this climate.
It could.
You know?
Yeah.
top 10 things about having the eyes on the side of your head. I guess.
Okay.
boy.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell
Looking
you.
at boobs is on there.
Looking
That's
at boobs,
on there.
but with discretion.
With discretion.
And I'll be Steve Harvey when you guess the thing. I'll
Oh, okay.
like it's a Family Feud, you know.
Family Feud, Steve Harvey.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Not
Man, I said, I guess you could, on the side of your head. I mean,
I'm already out.
Yeah, I may have already. This
You
was
might-
not
yeah.
a good idea.
I can't even. This is why we don't have them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hey, believe what you
Yeah.
want. I'm not knocking anything.
What
There
about-
is a God. There's not a God. But like, there's a reason why we have two eyes right in front of
Yeah,
our face.
right.
Yeah.
You know, not on the side of
Yeah.
our
Be-
head.
being a crossing guard,
Yeah.
Hey,
that could be
well,
a good.
wouldn't one side really risk getting taken out? I don't want to. I hate to laugh at dark things like that, but
Right.
Yeah, if you're just looking at the
You're right.
northwest corner, southeast is coming in fast too, and those poor kids, the southeast kids, you know.
That's right. He made us in his image, I think.
Yeah, he did. I think there might have been a good kiss in Little Mermaid. I mean, there had to be that big.
Oh yeah, it probably.
I mean,
Is that how she turned into she got
right?
legs?
Right, the kiss, and then she
I
gets
think
the legs.
it's usually a kiss that transforms their bodies.
Yeah.
Do you have any tricks on how to get checked in early?
I do. You know, there's the classic where you're just going to the desk, you're holding your stomach, and you're like, look, and they'll every lobby has a restroom, so the first thing they're going to do is, sir, we can go to the restroom. What you say then? What I say then is, I've had this fear of pooping in public for a long time. I can't go, and I got stopped up for 7 days when I went overseas in Europe, and you know, I tell her that story.
Is that real?
That is actually real,
Oh, wow.
and that was a rough one. And so I kind of tell that story. And I say, look, it's up to you. We can either do this right here on your shag rug that Embassy always has in his lobbies, or we can get me up to the room, you know, get me in a private place.
Yeah, and so to protect the rug.
Yeah.
They get you in. That's a good tip.
That's smart.
That's for our listeners out there. Weigh in the comments.
And also waddle when you got to commit to the waddle up to the desk, like you really have to go. Don't make it like it's a sudden idea. You need to take a dump as soon as you walk through those lobby doors.
Yeah.
It's dump or nothing.
Right.
Dump or nothing. Dump or nothing. Dump or nothing. That's all that should be going through your head when you hit that front desk.
Do you ever
You talk to
say-
Mandy, whoever they got over there at Embassy.
It's usually Mandy. Do you ever say anything to help? Is it helpful to say, like, on your walk away to really close the deal and make sure they're not going to check on you? Say like Thai soup. Oh, or, you know.
Yeah. That's a great. Actually, I never thought of that. That's a terrific addition. Any type of food that you could kind of mumble out of your mouth.
Right.
You put like damn tacos. Or,
Yeah.
It's usually ethnic food.
Yeah.
I don't mean that.
Uh-oh. We'll take this out later. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Will we?
I don't know.
This rug isn't cotton, is it?
I think at least some.
I think part of it is. There's one part of it that is.
It's probably
Why would-
it. I have a slight allergic reaction to cotton.
Oh, that's.
It's just slight.
boy.
Every now and then it gets caught. And,
Understood.
but
this
we'll be all
keeps
right.
happening with our guests. Yeah, we got to get rid of this rug.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't. I think they put it in here because it helps deaden sort of the vibrations and the
Sure, that
sound.
makes sense. We'll be okay. I got my coffee here.
When
This
we
is-
started dreaming up this podcast, we were like, we're going to be doing this from our car.
yeah,
and then we
Right.
were able to do it here.
yeah.
We ended up finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo is
Did they
that there's a
kiss?
kiss in that.
I think
but,
there's a good one.
I'll tell you what, I just found out recently through a friend of mine that there's a lot of anime that's very
Suggestive?
no, full on.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
yeah. Cartoon boobs. Can I say
boobs?
boobs?
Yeah, absolutely.
But in anime, don't they often blur the penis? Have you seen that?
I think that's
I
right.
think
and
that
it
is
doesn't
right.
feel fair, if I could say that,
Yeah.
to the women that are
Yeah.
cartoons.
I agree.
Why are we blurring? And,
Yeah.
and look,
Yeah.
I'm not
But maybe I don't know. Maybe
animated penis guy, but I'm saying, is that fair?
yeah.
sound
yeah, I
off
think
in the
fair-
comments if you have any links to ones where it's not blurred.
Yeah. Sharp, colorful anime penis.
Yes.
If you do know where to find that, please
Yeah,
put that
make
in
it crisp. Give me some hard edges.
Got to be crisp though.
Yeah.
Crisp, clear.
Yeah.
Cartoon penis.
Yeah.
How did we even get?
Yeah. How do we get? I haven't. Is this what you normally talk about on these things? 'Cause this is new for me.
No.
I bring this
It's a
up at a
first.
convention and see you later, Stan.
Checking past
Enough with the-
files.
Speaking of conventions, what does the whining dining scene look like? Are you taking
yeah.
people? How does that look?
yeah,
in 2025.
Well, I mean, we usually just hit like the Sizzler or the Bennigans or
Oh, yeah.
because
Beautiful.
it's just economical and it's also good food, and it's often right next to the hotel.
Is Sizzler
Right,
still doing that? And I guess Bennigan's too. Are all these restaurants still doing that salad bar in such a grand way? Post, I don't like to
post
say
it,
the
yeah,
word
post,
because I know
the-
we're still waiting to find out if
9/11?
that was real.
9/11?
No, the pandemic.
COVID.
Oh,
yeah,
COVID. Yeah. That's a good point. I think they do still have them. I don't know how many lawsuits they got now with the listeria or
Right.
in that salad, but luckily we haven't had any
Smart.
any problems.
You lied about being smart.
It's the only disease I know.
Okay. All right. This guy's
Not
smart.
sure, I know
This guy
quite a
does know
few of them.
diseases. I can
I know.
tell.
Smart as a hat.
Legionnaire's disease. That wasn't
Oh,
that one.
yes,
That
that's
one.
it too.
That one probably is intertwined with tiny flags, I would think. At some
Yes,
point,
that's right.
Because I think it was a
Yeah.
disease that was a French disease originally, but it has
yep.
to do.
That's
a lot of these
right.
diseases are developed during wartime.
Yeah.
A lot of people
You nailed it.
hanging out together.
And
you
then
know,
bats and pigs get in the bottom of ships.
Yep.
And
Yes.
and they bring them.
bring 'em over.
Or we send them. We probably make some too.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I get to go out, golf courses a lot too, which is great.
Yes.
For the golf
Get
pins,
those
and
flags.
that's a little hack too. Like, hey, Pebble Beach, you need some tiny flags for your for the holes, and they say no, and so I never go there.
Okay.
but I'll go to one that are not as cool or expensive.
Right.
Community courses. I have none of the majors.
But you have talked to the people at Pebble Beach.
I certainly have.
That's pretty
several
cool.
times.
Wow.
I
That's
certainly
pretty cool.
have.
They probably sound
Yeah.
very.
Yeah, they're very privileged people. They're used to
That's what it
they're
is.
used to rich folk and
Right.
celebrities
Yeah.
and great golfers and and so they'll kind of look down on you. That's the
And they've earned that.
unfortunately they don't even mean to do it. That's just how they are.
That's just what they do.
That's just
Yeah.
what they do.
That's who they are, yeah.
They've met Ernie Els.
Yeah.
needless
Oh,
to
yeah.
say.
Like, have you met? Have
Yeah.
you met Paul Hogan? No,
Right.
that's the other guy. That's the
Right,
other
right.
That's
right.
Croc
That's
Dundee.
Croc-
I
Croc
think
Dundee.
he has a strong kiss in the first movie.
He climbs
you're
over
right.
the cop and everything, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Is that for a
Does
kiss?
he kiss the croc in one of them, or?
I
he
think
may
he did.
Now that's a kiss.
That-
They
I
said
think
something
he
like that.
did. I think
That's
he
a
did.
dangerous
Yeah, that's-
kiss.
Yeah. You got to be good. I think that's how Steve Irwin died.
Right.
Well, didn't he get hit by that stingray?
Oh, he did. He
I
did.
think he
Right.
got.
I
yeah.
thought he was kissing a croc, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he did do that, and he got away with it.
R.I.P.
Something that's definite RIP. Something
Yes.
that people don't realize about Steve Irwin is that, he was always wearing that little the shorts
Yeah.
and that shirt.
Yeah.
He died in that outfit. He
No,
was
he-
dying.
People don't realize that.
doing
He
what he
died
loved.
as what he wore. He
Yeah.
died doing what he
it's like
loved,
Mickey
wearing what he
Mantle-
likes to
Mickey
wear.
Mantle should have died in
a
a
Yankee-
Yankee
yeah.
uniform.
I bet
Yeah.
if I assume they had an open casket for Steve Irwin, and I bet he was in a suit, which must have been kind of funny to see.
Yeah, it must have been very unique.
That's a
Like,
great question.
It's like, wow, like I've never seen this guy in a double-breasted suit.
No.
Someone
And a heavy wool suit is weird for a guy from Australia. They really,
Yes.
from what I heard, they put him in something
very
layered, very heavy.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you've been hearing?
Yeah.
Where are we at? I don't know what time we started.
About 10. What?
Am I saying all the right things, guys?
absolutely.
Again, and
This was really
Let
good.
me ask
you know,
you this.
I
You
can't
said
believe
you're
it's
not
your first.
It doesn't make any sense. You're not running the company. You're sales.
I'm sales, but unfortunately, I have lineage to the company, but I don't run it.
Well, just briefly, if we could, is that awkward? You
Very.
know? Okay. And,
Very
and
much.
who is the big boss these days?
A couple of my cousins,
Okay.
yeah, kind of went to the other side of the family, and you know, Alan and Bishop, they're great. They're great guys, but
We are recording.
yeah, and I love you guys. I love you
Yeah.
very much, but you can sometimes be a little Pebble Beach.
Right.
You know,
Little
but
snobby.
Yeah.
a little bit. But I love them. They're good. We always had fun. We grew up together. We're the same age, and you know, they trust me. And look, I have a good life. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to golf courses. I'm going to pools. I'm hanging out at Embassy Suites with Shag Rugs. I'm going to Bennigan's. Name me someone that's doing that. You know, 7 to 8 days a week. You know, not a lot of
Right.
people are.
Not many. Ernie Els, but
yeah.
that's it. I mean, man, I got to say, we were way off by going right to the food. It sounds like it's a lot of pools and a lot of golf courses.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I said, we tried to open this department with the tiny flags on the sandwiches.
Yeah.
And Alan Bishop, I hope you're listening.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You know,
There's no there.
there's no there. You know?
Yeah.
But we love them. We love them.
Yeah. No. I
I mean, you don't know them, but you know.
I could tell, though, I sort of have a relationship like that with some of my cousins, even though we're not in business together,
Yeah.
where I just go,
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know that I would go
But
into
look,
business with you.
But look, Flaggett is a great company. Flaggett Limited. That's the name of the company. Flaggett.
Oh,
Flag
wow.
it.
Flaggett.
Yeah, flag it.
Yeah, is the name
what
of the
it says.
company. And so, but like I said, you wouldn't hear our name because you just see our product. But it's a gigantic corporation that
Right.
Alan and Bishop have, you know,
Has that
starting
always-
with Dick is a, you know.
Has that always been the name of the company?
always been the name?
Stand. That's a great
Flag
name.
it.
When
Yep.
like
Got a golf course? Flag it. How about a pool? Flag it. You know, that's
if you can't beat it, flag
it.
Um,
That's a pretty good one.
Thank
Trey?
you. I had a question around that flag.
Flag it.
Flag it Limited. We just say Flag it for short, obviously, but
Right.
Right. You
But
might want to include the unlimited. Sometimes.
it helps. It almost. I was gonna say
It's the rug.
It sounds like flag it is a full-on Succession situation.
It really does. I am, and I haven't seen it yet, but you've told me it's very good.
Yeah. I tried to tell you the whole thing.
You did.
the show.
Yeah, he told me
Yeah.
almost a full
Oh,
recap.
Terrific show. Yeah.
Yeah.
The battling to see who gets Dick's empire.
Yeah,
His-
it's not dissimilar to that. Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah.
It sounds like
I'd
it.
love to see the kind
show.
of the Flaggett files or whatever the family.
whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. Maybe we can get. They're not very public. They're very private people. But maybe Alan or Bishop would come on here and give you their side of the story one of these days.
I would be. I'd love
but-
that. And
Yeah. If you guys are listening,
yeah,
welcome
on,
anytime.
come on,
Alan,
come on
they're
over.
good guys over here.
Speaking of business, I think we should pay a bill here. The later years are often challenging, but there's no reason they have to be. Instead of fading into the background, why not let our elder loved ones remain the stars they are? Nestled cozily into the heart of downtown Hollywood, we are Hollywood Hills Senior Living, not far from the Jamba Juice and Marshalls at the intersection of Western and Hollywood Boulevard, just a stone's throw from the Dunkin' Donuts. Our senior living property exists to pamper the number one on your family's call sheet. We offer independent, assisted living, as well as memory care options. And no matter what your situation calls for, we provide the same compassionate personalized care services with dignity and respect. That's good. With a resident roster that includes former and active members of Hollywood's vibrant and historic entertainment community, we also treat regular people with normal jobs.
Regular people.
Yeah, like dermatologist and
choice of words.
yeah, residential real estate broker. Have a pet? We get it. Pets are often the co-stars of our lives. Oh, and in some rare cases, the stars themselves. Right. We can't reveal identities for legal reasons, but we feel confident you might be familiar with a couple of our former canine residents, including one that may or may not have been Jim Belushi's co-star in a movie in the late
K9.
80s.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
The dog from K9.
They don't
a good
say it. They
call.
might not want us to say it.
Oh, yeah.
But I bet that's it.
It's got to be
That's
it.
it.
I don't know another dog Jim Belushi movie. Activities offered at our lively community include book club, Spanish lessons, game nights, knitting club, well, traveler club, and you guessed it, 3 drama clubs. Oh boy!
Wow.
Scene study, musicals, and long form improv. Getting hungry yet? Good. When you get peckish, your geriatric star will shine bright in our dining room, where hot and cold foods are offered throughout the daylight hours.
Wow.
Hollywood Hills Senior Living. The show must go on. There's too many. I feel like they're trying too hard to make it about being in the business.
Yeah, and I tell you, a lot, I'm not in the business, but what I hear, a lot of people get hungry at night. Midnight snack. I mean,
That's
they're out
right.
after these fancy premiere parties and the
Yes,
openings,
yes.
and
Yeah.
they're not going to bed at 8.
No,
right?
No.
They don't get to eat.
Well,
That's
yeah,
right.
That's why you always see, it's Jennifer Lawrence is over at In-N-Out,
Yeah.
standing in
Yeah.
the drive-through line,
Exactly.
looking
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh, God.
Stunning. She's a stunner.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Speaking of K9, another good kiss. Remember the kiss in K9?
Oh, it's a sloppy one.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Sloppy,
goodness.
sloppy,
Yes.
yeah.
That's an open mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Big
falls-
open mouth, dog. Hit him an
Yeah.
open mouth.
Well,
Let me see. I'm trying to think of another tip I can give you.
Oh,
great.
great.
One of the things I do want to, and this comes back to the rug again.
Sorry
Don't, that's okay. We get so far. Don't you dare walk barefoot in any hotel room. Always bring some slippers. Bring some flip flops. Do not put your bare skin on the rug.
Yeah.
Any rug in any hotel.
Yeah.
Because
Listeria and all those.
Listeria and Legionnaire's disease maybe, but I tell you, you don't want anything getting between those toes.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of cracked toes there from whatever I caught, and I tell you, it doesn't make for good sales pitches when every now and then you're kind of bending down and scratching your toe
And probably wincing.
and wincing very much.
a cracked toe?
Yeah, that's when the skin gets so infected with the fungus, like it'll where the toe
God,
pad
it's-
meets
Why
the
did you
actual
ask that?
foot.
Yeah.
That cracks, that could bleed, that could ooze, that could drip, and
It's
Any number of
yeah,
things.
Sorry.
That rug.
but yeah. Anyway, so
Bring some shower shoes, some slides.
That's all you need.
people
Doesn't have to
call
be
them.
fancy.
Yeah.
Just some,
That's
even the painters, whatever the painters put on over the shoe when you you got someone to come in and clean your
foot cap.
Foot cap. Yeah,
Is that what that's called?
I don't think so.
foot cap.
Foot cap. So we have to say goodbye to a friend.
I tell you, I had a great time here.
We did too. But one thing that isn't great is that we have to dedicate this one to Marco. Keep my beer cold, koozie. It hasn't always been easy for us to come up with nicknames for every single
That's true.
person that we interact with in the studio and
But we do.
nearby, but we do our best and we try.
Yeah.
And I think in the back of my mind, we always were going to beat the Marco Keep My Beer Cold koozie. But unfortunately, we won't get that chance. Marco installed the amazing grid of new lights in our podcast studio over the past few weeks. He's part of why us and our guests look so good on the YouTube version of the pod. Goldie and I got to share a couple nice moments with him. I'll never forget one time we were, before work, we were all locked out. You remember this? And
It was like a week ago.
Sipping our coffees, half awake. And Goldie said, Marco, what's your last name? And he said, it's Koozie. And he said, like a beer koozie? And Marco didn't know what that was. But then we got into some real stuff about how he's very frustrated with online dating and all that. Super fired up about that topic. But anyway, Marco's body was found at 5 a.m. this morning with 5 non-self-inflicted stab wounds from a lawn jar. Jart?
Ooh, what is it?
Is it a lawn
Yeah, one of those
dart?
jarts.
It is a jart.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was a typo. From a lawn jart.
Wow.
Stab wounds in his chest and crotch. Not a just ending for a man who loved to hang light grids and was annoyed by small talk on dating apps. This one's for keep my beer cold.
Damn.
Well,
That's-
here's to you, Marco.
Yeah.
That sounds like a crime of passion. I mean,
It does.
does. That's a
you
good
know,
point.
It does. We've
Did you have anyone leave the podcast recently, or you can't get a hold of anymore?
I
or-
can't. It's
Did
at
Mark
this
have
point.
any-
It's
Mark-
becoming difficult to remember who hasn't left here. We've got people dropping. I guess they say dropping like flies. Although I'm starting to worry because I
Yeah.
don't see flies as much anymore. Do you?
No, I don't.
In general?
Yeah.
I guess I haven't either. I don't know.
Think about that.
You used to see flies more, and now
Yeah, as a kid, I think I saw them more.
The more I think
often.
about it, I haven't seen any flies in quite some time now.
I mean, it's such a tough one for me because I don't think I consciously, bookmark it.
Yeah. Well, even just swatting, you
Yeah.
don't remember kind of doing that recently.
No, I guess I haven't. I haven't had to swat like that.
It's weird. I don't know.
It is weird. I haven't seen a fly in, my goodness, months.